So, welcome to our Thursday shares on Sylvia Shares here as we share on travel experiences. For me, I believe that all entrepreneurs are supposed to be traveling, are supposed to be discovering the world, and to be able to just get to know more of what is out there, get ideas and everything. And this is the reason why every Thursday I love to share on travel experiences as I share investment ideas on how to gain time and financial freedom. For me, I would like everybody to be able to live, love, and learn. So today I have this amazing lady. She has traveled the world, like literally. She's quadrilingual, like she speaks like literally multiple languages and everything. She's amazing and all, and I think you're going to just love her experience, her travels and everything. So I hope that you are going to tune in and stay with us as she talks to us about her experiences. Barbara, please just present yourself to the rest of the followers, and thank you all for being here today.
Hi, everybody. Hi there, gorgeous souls. Sylvia, thanks so much for the invitation. I am delighted and honored to be here. And you are hired. You are hired to write my biography because you described myself as oh my God,
Yes, you
I
are
love the
fabulous. You are
description.
very
Oh my God, you really pumped my self-esteem. Now, dear, yeah, it's true. I've been all over. No, I haven't been everywhere, but it's in my plans. But I've been in so many different places. Hey, there. I don't know if I look here or if I look there, and
You are
I
perfect.
apologize if I'm not making eye contact with you because I'm also making eye contact with you too. So
You are perfect. You're perfect just the way you are. So I will present to you Barbara. She is under Babs on the Instagram. So I'm gonna tag her definitely. We'll have a photo of us just on the screen afterwards. And that way the content, you are going to be able to see it next week on Thursday on YouTube, which will be registered. But other than that, for those who do not know her, she is having amazing YouTube channel. Also, you can find it on her Instagram bio. So don't forget to follow her too and just discover her world and everything. So Barbara, today, since we're talking about travel experiences and talking to entrepreneurs to be able to just experience the world and everything, you are an entrepreneur lady. That's why you inspire me a lot. You have written books, but above all, I mean, how is it that you decided to leave Brazil? And perhaps you could talk to us about life in Brazil. Did you enjoy being there? Do you miss being there? And do you travel often back to Brazil?
Well, the first thing, we are nomads. Since the monkeys get out of the trees and begin to walk on earth, we are spread in the 5 continents. So I think traveling is in our blood. We are everywhere. And I don't feel homesick because I believe I can build my home anywhere. I was born in Brazil, that's true, and I love to having been born there because I've got this Latin flavor going on. But on the other hand, you see, my 2 sons, they live in Dublin. One of them is Irish. The older one has an Irish girlfriend that her father is English and her mother is Irish, and she was born in Hong Kong.
Wow.
My youngest son has got a girlfriend from South Korea.
Amazing.
My
So
brother lives in Portugal. I've got a sister in Italy. I've got my niece in Spain, and I'm
great.
here in the Netherlands.
So you get
So I
travel
don't
to
know.
these countries?
We don't see each other in personally so often as we that used to be before this
COVID?
lockdown stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like to say it. I don't like to to drag the attention to it. But yeah.
Yes.
But once a year, we make an appointment anywhere. Last year was in Portugal. This year
Wonderful.
is going to be in Brazil. And we go all to the same place, more or
Nice.
less at the same time. We cannot arrive everybody at the same day, but we spend a couple of weeks together, the whole family in a country, and it's awesome.
That is so beautiful. It
We
must be
have
quite an
we have this
experience.
technology.
Yes.
We have
yes.
this technology that connects us, that we can stick together. And traveling, it's something that opens the windows of the world to you.
Yeah.
The world is becoming more and more a small egg.
Yes.
It's so easy. It is so easy. And I hope that everybody can travel again a lot.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah. Hi
And,
there,
so
everybody who's connected on Instagram. I see people that I know. Oh, Kate, my English friend. Liwa, hello.
Yeah, wonderful.
Oh,
Wonderful
how
to have
nice.
you on board with us. So Barbara, can you tell us like what took you like to the Netherlands where you are living right now, and how long have you been living in the Netherlands, for example?
I've been living here for 5 years.
Do you enjoy?
What took me here? Yes, I do. I feel at home.
Fantastic.
I see myself here for long years.
And so what took you to
took
the
me here?
Netherlands?
Love.
Oh,
Love.
love.
Love took me. Yeah, love took me to the Netherlands, and it was great for a couple of years, and then it was not anymore, and I stayed.
That's wonderful. We'll talk about love another day. So tell us, what was your first experience and impact when you arrived in the Netherlands, for example? Because the reason why I also share about this channel on the travel experience, it's to actually give somebody else who is almost desiring to go to the country, or aspiring to tell themselves like, oh, I would love to go to the Netherlands one day. What are some of the things that you experienced at the beginning that we can be able to make them be more aware what to expect, what to eat, how is the feeling, how is the ambiance?
Okay, I'll tell you about the Dutch culture.
Yes.
There are many nice things. Dutch people are really straight. They are really open. They are very receptive, because Dutch people have been everywhere, during the golden age, around this, that was around the 7th century.
Yeah.
No, 17th century. The arts and the navigations, the Dutch people were everywhere in the world. So they are very connected to people from everywhere, and they welcome people from everywhere also. It's a multicultural world, but they have specific things that I like a lot. The veiligheid, the security, for instance. The first thing that I noticed, I come from Brazil, and in Brazil we have big walls in front of the nice houses. In the Netherlands, it's not like this. We don't have walls. Many times we sleep with the door unlocked.
Yeah,
it's safe. It is safe to walk back home at 2:00 in the morning out from a party with your bike or by foot, and you know that nothing is going to happen. That's going to be safe for you.
That's wonderful.
What I also love here, the festivals. Oh my God, the electronic music and the festivals. It's something out of the movies. Although in Brazil, we also have the festival of the festivals.
Yes, the carnival. Yeah, you will talk to us about that afterwards, on what are the best places to be, the best time to be in Brazil. But for now, let's talk about the Netherlands, and then you send us back now to paradise, somehow, as many call it.
I love that Dutch people talk straight. They don't go eating the borders. They don't blow before they take away the Band-Aid. They
Nice,
just,
nice.
yeah, what you see is what you get.
That's good.
They're
That's
really
good.
straight. I love that also.
That's
And
wonderful.
they're very open. They are open to people from, from all sexuality.
That's good.
From 7 to 70, there are 63 possibilities, and they are open to all of them. And I like that very much. They accept people for what they are. They don't judge.
That's wonderful. That's what, I mean, the whole world basically needs, love, true love without judgment.
Sure.
Yeah. And what kind of foods do you eat?
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I've got to confess that I am a little Dutch now, because I go straight to honesty. I'm Dutch honest. Well, Dutch people love frikandel.
What's
I don't eat
frikandel?
that. Frikandel is a kind of a sausage made of leftovers, but I don't eat meat to begin. I don't eat meat at all. And nobody's going to make me eat a frikandel. Another thing that they love is there is a wall. Imagine a wall with boxes that you put a coin and you take away a stuff that is super fried and then it was fried again.
What do you mean?
What I mean, that's not even food. If an Italian see a wall like this, they will have a heart attack, because that's not food. if a French see that, they will have a heart attack. It's something really fried and then fried again.
Well. The French eat very well.
Yeah, and healthy.
Yes.
So food. Yeah, but I like stroopwafel cheese with my coffee. That's lekker. Lekker is a nice word in Dutch. It means delicious, délicieux. And sometimes they don't say the word. They just shake the hand next to the ear. That means lekker, délicieux.
That's good.
Delicious.
Good. So which one is your favorite meal, even though you're vegetarian there? Do you find vegetarian meals easily around?
I make my own food. Well, salads, Sylvia, salads are my best choice all the time. Raw food, I like raw food.
So those are some of the secrets to you looking fabulous all the time, right?
Yes. You are saying that. Oh.
No, I'm very serious. I'm very serious. So how would you say is the transport system in the Netherlands? Many people know it's like very developed, but there's one time one person joked saying like, oh, bicycles are for poor people in Africa. We only use it because we have no other way means. And I was like, do you know it is the best transport system in the world? And because
absolutely,
it's like almost the main transport system. But tell me more about it.
Oh, yeah, I have 2 bikes. I love my bikes. When I used to live in another city in Overijssel, that was Dedemsvaart, I used to ride my bike anywhere. Now I am living in a new city. I'm living in Ter Apel, and I ride my car more often than my bike. But I love to use my bike. I absolutely love it. It's healthy. It is, yeah. You don't see Dutch people are not. They can choose the car or the bike, and it's so healthy. It's lovely. I love my bike. I use my bike for everything when I have to go near. That's my first choice.
That's wonderful. Absolutely. And do you go to Amsterdam, for example? And what do they use mainly in Amsterdam, for example?
When I go to Amsterdam, I go by train. I live 3 hours from Amsterdam. I live next to the border with Germany. Yeah. So when I go to Amsterdam, I go by train and then I walk. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Amsterdam is lovely to
So
visit.
people walk a lot.
If you haven't been in Amsterdam, you must. Yeah. Yeah, we walk
What
a
is
lot.
good in Amsterdam?
Oh, the vibe, the atmosphere. There are restaurants from all over the world. It's funny. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. This Saturday, for instance, it's going to be the Prinsgracht. The king is going to be in an island, and people will play music, not popular music, classical music, and people come everywhere in the boats to watch and to hear. It's beautiful.
Great.
And it's got every year.
So it's gonna be
so
this
the
weekend, you
cultural
said?
life. Yeah, this Saturday. The cultural life in Amsterdam is amazing.
Great, 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 great. Oh, wonderful. So, if you were to tell people, like, as a foreigner, would you say it was a bit difficult at the beginning? Did you have some sad moments, or like everything has always been like jolly, joyful all throughout? Were there any challenges you faced as a foreigner being in Netherlands?
No, at the beginning, absolutely not, because I decided to be happy and to make the best of it from even before I moved. And I don't believe that if you make a choice in life,
Yes.
you have to stick to it. Okay, I have this path and I have this path. You choose one of them, you go. You jump. You cannot jump in two small ones. No, you go for it, and don't think what's left in the other one.
Yeah.
Live your life at the fullest with the choices that you've made. To every choice, there's a price to pay.
Very
If
true.
you know the price in advance, you go. It's not expensive and it's not cheap. You go, you choose. Don't think, oh my God, what if? No. At the beginning, no cultural shock, nothing. I am a person who makes friends easily. I had a lot of friends.
Great.
I still keep them from the city where I used to live before I moved to Terapo. And people here are so warm and nice and kind.
Great. So for all those who are joining us freshly and just watching the video and everything along the way, we are talking about travel experiences. And today we are talking about the Netherlands, for example. And so as you can just hear the adverse, as Barbara says, that, you know, when you want to have the best of experience, decide even before you go to whatever country that you're going to have an open mind. And this is what enables you to experience things in a much higher dimension and vibration, and you get to meet people in a positive space because your mind has chosen and decided to be already in that positive aspect and everything. So keep going, girl. Let us continue.
Yeah, there are many things that are completely different than the things that are in Brazil. But if you keep an open-minded, everything will be okay. Let me tell you an experience. The first time I went to a sauna, for instance, Sylvia, I was there and I took my bag. I have a key to go to the lockers to leave my stuff. And then I looked around. There was no separated bathroom for men and women. Everybody were together. So I looked around. Everybody was naked. Naked. Said, what? Then I looked at my bikini in my bag and I said, oh, I'm not going to use you. People just use a robe to go from one sauna to the other, and then they put a towel and sit and enjoy. And everybody go together. The families, the father, the mother, the kids, the grandma, the grandpa, everybody, friends, from all ages. People, I saw a woman that had breast cancer, and she had taken away one of the breasts. She was there too with just one breast, and everybody was minding their own business.
You were
Nobody
not
was
shocked? I'm trying to imagine your face. How was your face at that point in time? Because it is not your culture from the first. You weren't used to that. So how did you react at the beginning?
I was astonished for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds, I was, well, okay.
I remember one thing that shocked me when I came in Amsterdam was the red light city, and to see you see now the naked people in the glasses door, and you know there's
the windows
section where you have ladies and everything, and there's this one lady, she's beckoning me to come, and I'm looking around and I'm like, are you talking to me? Like, I was in shock. And you know, now I was still fresh in Europe and everything.
But the red light district in Amsterdam is super fun. It's amazing.
It is.
The first time I was there was around 15 years ago with my aunt. Yeah. And we were making a city tour in a limo. And yeah. I asked the chauffeur to stop, and I went to talk to one of the girls, and I said, "Hey, how nice here! Can I take a picture with you?" She said, "Yeah, you can take, but you have to pay." No problem, but you pay.
So that really surprised me. And then of course, I wasn't aware before coming to Amsterdam that, you know, like smoking weed is a natural thing. It's like, it's normal. I was taken aback. Like, I was like, they're not afraid the police are going to come. And,
yeah.
And, you know, so the people I had just met around, they laughed and they were like, but it's normal here. It's legal. It's allowed. And I was like, oh, really? So I was in some sort of shock. Like every corner I went, something was literally just popping up my eyes every single time. So I really had a great time. And I think I remember the second best massage of my life was in you see this huge shopping mall, and they had a machine, a water machine that literally massages your entire body. And that was like amazing. I say the second best because my best has been in China when I visited China in 2010, and wow, it's an unforgettable one, I must say.
Oh my God. Yeah. What was the country that you was astonished to visit, Sylvia?
Astonished as in more surprised, or?
Yes.
Good question. But surprised in what way? Like shocking? Because for me, France at the beginning, my good Lord, it took me 8 months to get adapted, like, to things.
Really?
Yeah, because you see, I wasn't speaking French when I arrived in France. Exactly. And then you see, back in my country, as we just said, in Amsterdam, all sexes are accepted and everything. And back in my country, it's not an open thing, unfortunately. And so you'd find some families who will look down even upon a child just because they've chosen to be of a different sex or something of the sort. And so I remember the most shocking thing for me when I entered into, my auntie had come in from England, and she lived in London, and then the other one lived in another city in France. And so they come, and I'm taking them around the whole city to show them, like, hey, now I'm a Parisian, I know how to go everywhere. And you know, I was still very fresh and very naive. I was only 19 and a half and all. And so we go from one place for drinks, cocktails and all, and then to another, and it's 7 a.m, and then we enter in this place, and it's fabulous. It's a vibrant. It was just so much alive.
Oh, I love Paris.
And the people were breast like woof, like drop dead gorgeous, And then at some point, one says like, "Hey, lovely, you want to come to the bathroom with me?" And I'm like, I was in shock. Like, I was like, "Excuse me, what is wrong?" Like, so I asked my auntie, and so my auntie, knowing that I did not know, she just burst out dead laughing. Like, she dropped down laughing, literally. And so I remember that sport at that moment in time. It was like a real shocker. And then she was so lovely. She understood that I did not know anything about homosexuality and everything. And so he took me to the bathroom. He showed me his makeup. He showed me how he dressed. I was like, but how come you are so like smart? You're looking so elegant. You're looking so fine. Like, the skin soft and everything had just been transformed except just the voice and all. So that was like a real super shocker. When I came to Amsterdam, the red light city kind of shocked me in an amazing way. When I went to Brussels, it kind of shocked me also in a way. So Europe kept on shocking me in very, very many ways that were turning out to be like good surprises. And now learning the culture and knowing everything, it isn't so much of a shocker or a surprise, but they turned out to be some of the most wonderful travel experiences that I got to learn, because you find amazing people that you get to know and get to learn from and grow from also. So I would say Europe is one that shocks me the most, I think. But you see, China, when I went to China, there's like two aspects to the country, where half of the city, like I was in Guangzhou, for example, it was super clean. Like, you would literally like think like the floor looked like a house. But then you go to the other sector and it is poor, dirty, congested. Like, it's two worlds in the same city that was just shocking. Like, it was a bit like strange in a way. So I would say this are just maybe the few surprises I would say I've had.
Yeah, I fully understand you. When you don't prepare yourself in advance to the travel, you get surprised.
Oh, yes.
When I went to Russia, I got amazed with the subways. My God,
I hear it's beautiful. My husband went there the same year that I went to China.
Palaces. It is something out of the movies. Marble.
Wow.
Pieces of art, masterpieces of. No, it is something. It is. I didn't expect so much luxury that they do for the people.
Yeah, I heard that
something.
Because my husband went in Russia the same year that I was going to China, and he was saying that the president actually decided to give a show to the people, that they should be like entertained the entire time there in the transport system. So I hear it's very beautiful. I'm still yet to go and visit, so perhaps someday.
Yeah, they make things for the people. It's a palace to the people.
Yeah, and you get to
in Russia.
Yeah. And you get to visit like a lot of the museums in the Netherlands yourself?
Oh yeah, especially in Amsterdam, But one of the nicest experience I had traveling, I was one day alone. I was with my brother in New York, and he was coming back from his party in a Sunday morning that he went the whole Saturday to this party. And I was waking up as he was coming from the party. So I said, okay, I'm going to spend the day alone. What am I going to do? I had everything. I bought everything I wanted. I've been everywhere. I've been to New York like 20 times. I'll do something that I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
So I was in near Central Park. So I took a bus to the Harlem. I asked, where is Harlem? Oh, you take this bus and you go, da, 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 da. So I took a bus to Harlem. And people ask, oh, weren't you afraid? Of course not. Why would I be? So I sit like next to this lady that had 200 kilos. And I asked her, is there a church where I can listen to music?
Yeah.
And she said, oh, yeah, my daughter, I am going with my family to the church and you can join us.
Wonderful.
I never go to the church, by the way. I just go when somebody invite me to when there's a marriage or so. So I went with her to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there was like, Sylvia, 20 Whitney Houstons.
My goodness.
Singing at once. Yeah, unknown Whitney Houston singing at once. It was fabulous.
Yeah.
Chicken skin. One of the best experiences of my life.
Wow.
It was a Sunday morning and it was for free.
Do you remember the name of the church?
Oh, no, it was a small church in Harlem. And after the church, I went to have lunch in a place called the Cotton Club.
Cotton Club.
I haven't had Cotton Club. I haven't had a reservation. It was under a bridge or so. It was not a place for tourists. Okay. But oh my God, what a live jazz music, like in New Orleans.
Nice.
What an experience. That was one of, when I die, you die and you see the movie of your life with the highlights, this is going to be in the edition. Sure. This is going to be included in the edition.
That's amazing. Oh, yeah. That's what you would like. It touched you that much.
That much.
Okay, so for all
traveling
viewers,
is something that experimenting other cultures, who says that my way of doing things, of seeing life is the right one?
No way.
Of course not. My way is not the right. You know how many sides are there in a coin?
2.
No, 3. There's also this.
Yes.
So there are many ways to see something. Who says that my language and my culture and my things are the best? Of course not. It is just another point of view. There are many points of views, and we should be open to all of them. If you just go to the places where you know things, you're not going to learn anything new.
Very true.
You're not good.
So how many countries have you been to, Barbara?
Something around 20.
Great.
Yeah, great. Something around that.
Which has been the best of them all?
Don't do that to me. Don't make me choose. Don't make me choose.
Sometimes it's just
first of all, the Netherlands and Brazil are in my heart.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit Brazilian and a bit Dutch now. But I like Argentina a lot. Oh. I love the culture.
I learned my Spanish from my Argentinian teacher. He spoke so fluently. That's how I learned how to speak Spanish. I have 70% good Spanish. Like I understand South Americans much better. They speak in a slow way.
Yeah. And Portuguese in Brazil is also different than Portuguese in Portugal, and the Spanish in Argentina is different from the Spanish in Spain.
So what did you like most about Argentina then that makes you choose it to be the best place?
I feel at home.
Wow.
I feel at home.
How long did you stay with them for you to feel that way?
They are beautiful people. I resonate with them.
Great.
In so many ways. I was born in the south from Brazil, and Brazil is a big land. It's like, I don't know, USA, China is a big land. And I feel more connected to Argentina than to Brazilian people from the north, for instance, because it's a culture that are similar. We use, although two different languages, we have many things in common. So many things. I connect. My brother lived in Argentina and my sister for a while.
Ah, great. So you went to see them often.
Yes.
Oh, that's fabulous. So and Argentina love meat a lot. You were able to survive through Argentina without having to eat meat at any point. It's amazing because Argentina and Brazil eat like a lot of meat, and you still manage to go through it.
True.
So
That's
you've
true.
been vegetarian
But
since you were
then,
young?
yeah, no.
became.
Sometimes, I became vegetarian and then I ate meat again, and then I became vegetarian again. It was kniplichtrelatie, as we say here in the
What does that
Netherlands.
mean?
A relationship that goes and that do like this, that you go and go back.
Okay.
But barbecue in Argentina, they put a whole couch together. It's it's a whole cow in a stick. But let's talk about nice things.
Yeah.
So nothing is perfect.
Yes. Okay, so which country would you say that you visited and you don't think you would want to go back again? Like, was there any out of the 20 that the experience was never like the best, for example?
Oh, sorry if there's anybody there from Paraguay, but that's my choice. Paraguay, no.
Never again.
Thanks, but no thanks. Paraguay, I wouldn't go there again.
What would you say? Did you have a bad experience that maybe you can share with somebody, that somebody else maybe will connect with?
Corruption. You know what, Sylvia? If I don't have a nice thing to say about something, I'd better shut my mouth.
Okay, good.
But there is a beautiful place in Paraguay where there is Cataratas de Iguaçu. It's a waterfall. It is twice as bigger as the
Niagara Falls.
The Niagara. Yeah. And there is the three borders match. Yeah. You find the three borders together: Paraguay, Argentina, and Brazil. And this place is really
beautiful.
God made by hand. It's a masterpiece of God. Masterpiece.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Okay.
And you, share your.
Which one is my best or worst?
The best and the worst.
I would say the best until last year has always been Canada. Like, I just find the people like so amazing. Like, I've had the best experience in Canada so much. I was mainly in Montreal. I went to visit Quebec. I found it like too tiny, even if people were like wonderful and it was just beautiful and amazing. But I was like, it felt like a little village to me. I'm sorry to the Quebecers, but but it made me go back so fast to Montreal. But then something was calling me to go and experience Toronto, for example. And I still went to visit Toronto, but I found it too Americanized, like too busy. Everybody's like busy with their lives and everything, like first, But the Niagara Falls was just mind-blowing experience, like where I was like, God, I would love to just get married in this place, but unfortunately I did not probably get married to the rich one to take me to get married there, but I chose love over money anyway. So, but I love the Niagara Falls so much,
Oh, you have a beautiful family.
Yes, thank you. I thank God for them so much. And so I went back to Montreal to tell you how much I enjoyed it there. Like the space and the people who you just go, even in a restaurant, it's almost as if they want to make you feel at home. You don't even want to go out of there, and yet you're in a hurry because you have 1,000,001 things to visit. But they make you feel so much at home. Like, it's just completely amazing. And even in a boutique, the person, even if somebody is waiting, they are not in a hurry. They hear you're new in the place. They want to tell you everything that you need to just go and visit. Like, they are just so warm.
That's
literally.
kindness.
Kindness.
That's kindness.
So that touched me completely to the heart. And if the country wasn't cold, that's the place I would rather live. But it's just unfortunate.
I have to agree with you.
So just because of the cold, I wouldn't live there. But then now I discovered Monaco last year, and I completely fell in love.
Oh.
You know, you talked of security when we just began about the Netherlands, but if there's a place, honestly, I would say is just the most secure, it's Monaco, literally. The cleanliness of the place, like, you can walk with your phone in the hand, you can walk with your wallet in the hand, you'll drop it down, they're like picking it up for you, like, hey lady, you dropped your wallet. Somebody else will be like, oh, what can I take out or something? But you know, they are so like, wow.
My stepdaughter lives there.
And they are relaxed, so relaxed. Like, nobody looks tense, nobody looks like in a hurry. They are just living life. And
they're cool.
You know, you could actually feel that magnet, that vibration of tranquility, of serenity, of peace. Like, wow. It just felt, this is where I want to grow old. Like, literally, if by 50 I'm not having a house there and like I'm settled there, I would call myself as like having failed. Like, that much. I loved it that much.
It's good that you are investing and you are saving money, because Monaco is really one of the most expensive. It is absurdly
Trust
expensive.
me, I even asked housing, how like housing is and everything. So I asked like, oh, how would like a 3-bedroom house be? The person looked at me like, lady, I live in a studio and I'm paying 6,500 euros. I was like,
yeah, it is so. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, everything is related. You also make money there. That is.
Yeah, but they're paid very well, so they can live there very well.
Yeah, true. Then, true.
I think the country that I would say that it probably least pleased me would be Czech Republic. But I'm sorry for any Czechs who are here, but I don't think I would go there again. And I tried to actually even go back, and you know, there was like, well, on the 3rd or 4th anniversary, I was like, hey, I got a surprise and we are going to go somewhere. And so I booked the tickets, I booked the hotel and everything. And 3 weeks prior to the trip, my wallet gets stolen. Like, for the first time, my wallet gets stolen when I'm headed to the market or something. And my ID was inside, a lot of money was inside, I had cards inside.
Oh my God.
So I think the person who stole was just interested with all that was inside. So I go to the government, travel permit, and I'm asking them, telling them like, hey, my permit got lost, and I really need something to travel to Czech Republic because I've already made reservations, the hotel and everything. And they tell me like, it's too much of a short notice, we can't give it to you. And I felt so painful. I was like, this is karma telling me not to go back to Czech again, because I had such a bad experience. It's the only country that made me cry, you know, because but it was in 2006. Probably they were not so open-minded then, and so probably it's sad. Hello, Dr. Ebo from Kenya. Welcome, Malema. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us. Thank you. We are talking about travel experiences as we encourage entrepreneurs and all aspiring entrepreneurs to travel, experience the world, and to just have a wonderful time and discover new things, discover new tastes, and you know, just have a good moment and live That's the reason why we work hard, right, Barbara?
That's it.
So yeah, in Czech, I would say I think they're just probably not open-minded then at that time, because I would go to restaurants, they refuse me, they're like, no, 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 it's fully booked, and the entire place is like empty. Like, so
Wow.
you're like hungry, it's a little bit cold, and by the sixth restaurant, my tears were just dropping. At some point, I go change money, they don't want to give me back. They tell me, no, we don't have any anymore. Like, I was like, how can you not have your own money? You're exchange bearer. So that felt like real painful. At some point, I was actually with a friend, actually an ex. And so he goes like, aren't you being paranoid? Probably. I was like, okay, fine, go change the money. He literally went in and he was given the money. My tears just started dropping themselves, because you're like, seriously? And then so I go in the street and somebody sees what's happening and tells me like, don't worry, these people are stupid and everything. It's not good. Let me exchange for you. Here is the money and everything. Because I did not know the money of the country. He gave me all fake money. So I ended up losing again money in the process. So it was such a bad experience. And I was still a student. When you have saved so much money as a student, like you're living on every penny counts. Like and then the funny
What a
part
shame.
the funny part is sitting at the restaurant, uh, finally, where one of the restaurants finally saw what was happening to the other round, and he goes like, okay, fine, come and sit and everything. There was music, there was a nice ambiance and everything. So we sat and we start eating. So you look at the menu and you choose what you want as per what you can pay, because when you're a student, you're checking every expenditure. Come to the bill time, I paid for the salt, I paid for the spoon, I paid for the fork, I paid the paper. I was to pay for the music that is running behind that I did not ask for. Like, seriously, I was like, good Lord, like, where have I landed? So yeah, that was like a real major experience. And so when
Sylvia, we buy experiences.
Yeah.
We buy experiences.
True. But so 4 years later, when my wallet gets stolen, it felt like karma, or like God was telling me, like, don't bother going back. Like,
Yeah.
probably I was gonna experience the same thing. I don't know. But I still, one of my workmates was like, no, it's not possible that you had such an experience. It's not possible. Like, the country is just the best. I was like, fine. I will give it the benefit of a doubt. I will give it another chance. And so just 3 weeks before in France, and that's when now my
It was not
was
supposed to be. Life was protecting you from confining the experience of not doing it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Better not.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my two experiences. But tell us about Brazil. Like, what are the best seasons to go there? When is the carnival, for example? What do we eat best in Brazil? How do you move around from country to country, because it's so huge? Like, tell us a little bit about that for anybody who may wish one day to travel to Brazil, for example.
First of all, wait until all this wave is over.
Yeah.
Get your vaccination, go safe. I don't want to go into, oh, you should or you shouldn't, but be prepared.
Yeah.
Then if you go to Rio in Carnival, that's amazing. That is an experience for a lifetime. It's the festival of the festivals.
Oh, yeah.
Although I don't know how the festivals are going on from now on.
Yeah.
What's going to be? I don't know. I don't know how the world is going to. In Portuguese, we have a saying. We say that when the truck leaves, the watermelons settle down and accommodate.
Yeah.
I don't know how the world is going to accommodate to all what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a world-changing situation that we are living now.
Yeah.
We are now in the eye of the hurricane, so we don't know what's going to happen. But Carnival is something amazing. And if it's not Carnival, Rio is a very beautiful city. But it's very dangerous also to tourists, especially if you don't speak Portuguese or you are not with to expose themselves. In the southern from Brazil is a bit safe to
Okay.
visit, where I lived before, in Santa Catarina, Florianópolis, Balneário Camboriú. And other than that, São Paulo is a city that the only one city has the same population of the whole country of the Netherlands.
Wow.
Just one city. So you can imagine
Yeah.
it's like Mexico or New York. It's
Okay.
a
Okay.
big city.
Okay. And so those are the two cities that you would say they're like a must see, for example, with a lot of things to
Must
see.
see a lot of things to see. What I'm going to see when I visit Brazil is mostly my family.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I miss
Different.
in Brazil.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. Yeah, that's really what I miss. I miss to scuba dive also. I don't
Nice.
scuba dive in the Netherlands at all. And in Brazil, the waters are
Great, great, great.
and clear.
Wonderful. So which would you say is for you always the best experience? Like, like for me when I travel, food has this sensation, is almost like what I look for, part of what makes me like vibrate mostly when I'm in a new country. Like I literally, that's what creates also like a spectacular feeling within. What is it for you when you travel?
Yeah, for me, food also. I love to experiment and to try different food everywhere and the tastes and the spices. But I like to visit the market myself, not only going to restaurants, but to visit the market and see what locals eat and not only what tourists eat.
Ah,
Where locals buy the food, what kind of spices they use.
wonderful,
And
wonderful.
yeah, food is something that for me and for my kids is very important. We are always talking about food. And so
More
when
than the
my kids
French,
were
more than the French. The French,
oh
they go from the table, they've just eaten an entire meal or five-course meal, like during parties. And before they get out, like, oh, what are we having for snack? Or what are we having for dinner? Like, food is like permanently talked of so much in France. Similar way?
yeah, my kids and yeah, food is something that the world is the belly button of the world. When my kids were babies, I used to just breastfeed for 2 years or so. But even so, I was eating something, I put my finger in the food and I put in their tongues. So they begin to acknowledge the different five tastes: what is sweet, what is sour, what is salty.
Yeah.
And they begin to learn even before they eat. Now they are living together again. One is 31 and the other is 27, but they are
Oh
sharing
my
but
goodness.
one cooks for the other. They
Oh
are always
wow.
talking about food. And
That's
the
that's
youngest
amazing.
likes to cook Korean food for the older. The older eats anything.
Oh, great, great. Okay, that's amazing. So I don't know if you've enjoyed this session of sharing with us your world of travels and
I'm enjoying myself very much. I love it.
fantastic. And I
It's
hope our viewers are
delightful.
enjoying the experience too, and that you look forward to discovering the Netherlands the way Barbara, is describing it to us with so much passion and everything, and that you can get to experience it in a similar way and just be able to have an open mind as you visit those countries, as you get to taste the foods and everything, that you're gonna enjoy and learn new experiences even as entrepreneurs and all. And
Yeah.
Barbara, would you say it's one thing you miss most this year about traveling, or do you take advantage to also visit a lot of the other cities in the Netherlands now that we are not able to travel so much out of country?
Oh, first of all, I've been through challenging times in my personal life. So I used this year and a half to look more inside, and I wrote a fun book called "Take the Red Pill," and I'm working in my next book. But
I'm going to share in the description about the book so that you can also try and get it for all the viewers. It's going to be in
oh yeah, you can download the book for free in many platforms.
Yeah.
But I have a caravan. We travel here in the Netherlands, and we have 4 boats, and we like to enjoy the lakes and to travel a bit by boat. And we just bought a bigger yacht, and now we are beginning to a new adventure to get a skipper's license and to rebuild the boat because it's a boat just like me, a 50-year-old boat, but with the little Botox. It looks great.
Fabulous.
So we are
You're
renewing the
definitely going to
boat.
enjoy yourself.
We are renewing the boat, and we are busy with getting a skipper's license, because here in the Netherlands, you don't have to have a skipper's license to a boat until 50 feet.
Yeah.
And the other ones that we have are smaller, but this one is big. So we have to begin everything from scratch. And yeah, we are enjoying to do that. That's what I've been busy with. And my YouTube channel.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, what I miss is hugging. Although I'm beginning to hug again my closest friends, I miss hugging my kids, my mother.
And
I
you know,
have
when I came to France, you know, in Kenya, we give, I'm originally from Kenya, so we give the tight hug, you know, that healing hug that makes you literally feel like almost a little bit of comfort. But you see, in France, it's just a kiss and a kiss and a kiss, you know, like, and they don't really hug tight, and so they find it strange when, like, with family we hug real tight, or with friends we'll hug very tight, you know. Is it that kind of hug that you miss, or the light hug?
Yes, long hugs. But I have good friends here that give me good hugs, and I have a boyfriend that is delicious and lekker and gives me hugs.
That's good.
But yeah,
that's wonderful.
I miss that, hugging my kids. But hugging is very important. It's really, we should make a video about it. It's so important. The physical contact is really important to give you strength and to feed you back and to recharge.
Great. But on the travel experiences for today, it has been really wonderful hearing about your travel experiences. I hope that it has given a desire to anyone who's watching us, that you will be looking forward to learning more and discovering these amazing countries. Go to Brooklyn and, you know, experience the church singing that is amazing, that made
Harlem
vibrate in Harlem city, and, you know, get to experience Brazil in a special way with a carnival. And, you know, for those going to
and coming to the Netherlands
this weekend of the 21st, right? There will be a jazz festival, right? You said
Prinsgracht, Prinsgracht. Yeah.
Okay.
The prince will be watching music in Amsterdam, classical music. And come to the Netherlands. Here you will find lovely people, the tallest people in the world. They are really tall and beautiful. Everybody with blue eyes. They are so beautiful and nice and kind and warm. I when I came here at first, I thought that people were a bit like the German, but they are not. They are they are almost the Latin, the Latin blondes that I've ever found.
Okay.
They're really warm and kind.
So you heard how the Netherlands people, the Dutch, are very kind, very good, and so you should go and experience this and get to discover the Netherlands in the best way possible. So thank you so much, Barbara, for being here. Thank you for sharing with us your experiences, your travel experiences.
It was a pleasure. We should do it again,
It has been an
Sylvia.
honor.
I invite you to come to my
love
channel. Let's talk about relationship. That would be a nice subject to talk.
That
the
is
two
my
of
subject
us in my
tomorrow,
channel.
actually, on love and relationships, that we talk about love. And actually tomorrow we're talking about exes. So perhaps you should you should check us out.
I will do
Actually,
so.
I will put this on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and so that the one on relationship and love and relationships, you can join us tomorrow. I'm going to be with a very good speaker from Kenya, and we can have a panel together. Tomorrow it's at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. at night. Okay.
Yes, but for those on YouTube, they will get to see it only at 10 a.m. I post a video every 10 a.m. in memory of my birthday, which is 10/10. That's why I post a video every 10:10 in the morning. So be checking in on the bio profile. And for those who haven't subscribed, if you like this content, just don't forget to send us a comment on if you are looking forward to visiting these amazing countries. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so that you can check out tomorrow's video on the love and relationships as we talk about the exes and all that. So thank you so much, Babs. Be blessed.
It was a pleasure being here, and I invite everybody to also check my channel, Quantum Babs.
Exactly. I'm going to put it on the I'm going to tag Babs onto my Instagram so that you can follow her page for those who are listening to us on Instagram, and on my details into YouTube. I'm going to put details of your book and of your YouTube page so that people can also get to follow you. And I'm so grateful for being here and for your time.
It was an honor to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Fantastic. So remember to live, love, and learn, okay?
Yes.
Muito
Namaste.
Namaste.
Merci beaucoup, ma chérie.
C'est un plaisir, ma belle.
C'est un plaisir
Bonne soirée.
aussi. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Thank you.